or we're here for a job. Like,
Yeah,
people will leave you alone if you act like you know what you're doing.
we were trying to act like we belong there. That's why earlier when I was talking to that Patrick guy, I realized that I was like, wow, we're wearing like UFO abduction shirts and shirts with Bigfoot on it. We're not fitting in with this boat going crowd. And you're gonna hear now, it didn't actually take us long to get the bench done, but I've come up with it. I've got our team name. It's actually gonna be called TIRB. 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 We are
turbs.
That's
No,
fitting.
we're gonna be the team investigating rods and beeblebobbles. That's our team. We're Team Turb.
Oh,
Team Turb.
you know, maybe I
Beeblebobbles.
should save this question for later. But I'm curious, like, what is a beeblebobble?
What is a
We're gonna let you
beeblebobble?
know.
I played a
It's
video
also
game
a
that
double on
sounds like it.
team. It's a
October-
team. It's a team
Team
investigating rods and
Rods.
people bobbles. So it's not Team Turb. It's just Turb.
Just
It's
Turb.
just Turb.
No, just Turb. No.
Oh
it's
yeah,
no
you
Turb.
can't call it Team Turb. That's redundant. We don't like that.
It's just
Yeah,
Turb.
it's like an ATM.
We're
right.
total Turbs.
Oh god, the ATM machine.
If
Ugh.
you want to be Turbs with us, we can be Super Turbs. We can all be Turbs. But like I said, it didn't take long for Team Turbs to get this this bench done. So let's hear our reaction now. Okay, so the bench is now done. We've put some Unbelievers podcast and Unbelievable podcast stickers on it. Got one of my Have You Seen This Man Wrinkly Alien flyers taped on there. We got some rubber cement. We're trying to get this stuff to stick. It actually looks pretty cool, guys. Not bad. You like it?
I like it very much. I didn't expect it to come out this well, actually.
No, me neither. I was actually kind of hoping it would look a little worse, but it's fine. And we'll see what it looks like. I mean, see how this water goes, man. We can either leave it under the gazebo. If we put it right next to the monument itself, this thing will float away. This is so close to the water and rocks, and it's like, it tilts it a little, it's just going to fall in the water. So I think we leave it under the gazebo. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
Yeah. Put it like right over in that area, right next to the picnic bench.
We could, or we could put, somewhere where it's not going to get wet, hopefully. I think we might have to take the flyer off. I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to put that somewhere else, because it's not going to stay. People aren't going to want to sit on it. They don't want to sit on the... Would you want to sit on that guy's face? He's got that carrot nose. No, you don't want to do that.
Just scream, sit on that.
Yeah, we're not going to write that. That's inappropriate.
Especially with the kids.
And just, just for the record, we're not, like, vandalizing anything in this park. The only thing we're vandalizing is something we brought ourselves. If leaving a bench in a public park is vandalizing it, then we might be guilty. But we're not doing anything bad. We're not like those people in Massachusetts destroying their precious UFO monuments. We respect this thing. God, there's a lot of people fishing around here. They just keep going by. Everyone's giving us really weird looks. I'm getting nervous. That guy's taking his shirt off. Oh, wait, no, he's putting it back on. Good. All right, I'll check back in a minute. We'll figure out what we're going to do with this thing. The flyer has to go off of there. Okay, as you can hear, we got this bench done, but we are still so nervous being here. There are people in boats. There was a guy taking his shirt off, staring at us while we were.
Oh God!
I feel like the shirtless guy was completely unrelated to what was happening. I
are
think
you
you
sure
were
he
just
was
observing
within
it.
earshot? Did you maybe? He couldn't have
he-
heard you guys saying "sit on his face" and carrots.
But he did see three guys nailing a bench together a minute before, like in a under a gazebo.
And just to
'cause it was
clarify, Dave,
raining.
about why you'd want to put it on your face.
You know,
As
I
far as
wouldn't have
the-
thought of that clip, but good one.
As far as the sitting on the face thing, what I was trying to do was put one of those "Have you seen me, wrinkly aliens" flyers in the middle of the bench, just like kind of taped to a glue to it. I was like, well, no one's gonna want to sit on this thing.
Yeah, that would have made me feel like, oh, this is not meant to be sat upon. It doesn't look
No.
inviting, like they want me to sit there. This
No,
looks
but
like an art project.
We actually did it though, and we didn't get
You
a news
did.
crew. We didn't get a news crew. We didn't get any hoopla.
Because you're humble.
But here we are. Listen to us now. Here we are with the finished Unbelievers Pascagoula Memorial Bench.
Turb's bench.
The Turb Bench. All right, man. The bench is done. It's home. Got a new home under this gazebo. Good job, Mike.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you pretty much did most of this. I was just kind of helping. But yeah, we're gonna. There's a pier here, and the rain's like kind of slacking off. This is a really cool place. And
We'll see that otter again.
yeah, we saw an otter out here earlier. William was kicking some rocks, and he said a bunch of roaches ran around. I don't mean to make it sound gross. It's not gross here. It's actually really cool. there's a little covered part of this pier. We're kind of getting rained on. It's on the Pascagoula River. We're out of the rain. So the bench now has a home. The official Unbelievers podcast, Pascagoula UFO Memorial Bench. It exists. It's sitting here. And they said, now we talked to the lady at the tourist center, which is really an art gallery, but they were so nice. So October 11th is a UFO festival here. They got to start pimping that thing more, because I was doing a bunch of research for this and didn't come across anything about a festival.
I think it's called the Closest Encounter Festival.
They're gonna name it after his book, Calvin Parker's book, Closest Encounter. Like really trying to one up Close Encounters. This is the closest encounter you can get, literally touching.
I sent you the link to it too on their website. So
Good deal. I'll share the link to it too for everybody to find it. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. It's just going to be here, and you can come see the memorial. Come sit on the Unbelievers Bench if it's still here. What do you think the odds are that bench is still going to be here?
as long as it doesn't flood, I think the only thing you need to worry about is maybe a tweaker stealing it, you know.
But yeah, if you listen to this, don't go fuck up the bench, please. Like, if you live in the Mississippi area, I don't know, check in with me. I know we have a couple unbelievers in Mississippi. If you're ever out here, just come check that the bench is still here.
Don't be a tweaker.
Man, I want to go see it now. I think it'd be so amazing to sit there and take a picture and feel like I'm just part of the history. It's immediately part of the history because it was built on the history.
Magic.
It was
Tweaker
built,
magic.
It was built. It exists. It's there. I really hope. And when Mikey said tweaker, I was like, oh God, come on, man. That is the one thing I was like, yeah, this could easily.
Kind of worried about, huh?
Oh yeah, you could put someone through this table wrestling style. You could just pick it up. It's easy to pick up. It's pretty light. You could just
You don't have to be a bench guy. You could just pick it up.
Is it like the Spanish announcer's table?
Oh no!
Pretty much. Yeah.
It better not be. What about the bench next to it? Why can't that be the
Yeah.
Spanish announce table?
Because
Ours
that
should
thing
be
is
the
made of
regular one.
steel. That thing would kill
Oh.
you.
If there's one
Ours-
way to get people to destroy your bench, is the quickest thing to do is to ask them
Start
to please
speaking
not mess your bench up.
Come on.
On a podcast, I feel like.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you said like, "Please come and destroy the bench," that would get people to destroy it just as quickly.
I just feel like you shouldn't have even put it in their mind, man.
Or like I said, just start sitting there and announce and just start commentating on wrestling in Spanish, and it will happen. It'll just get destroyed.
I have faith the bench will survive, though. I think it's quiet
hope
enough
so.
there. It's quiet enough there. It seems like the people are nice enough where they'll just say, you know what, it's a nice tribute. Just leave it alone.
And I'll say the people that I saw there, they don't give two shits that this has anything to do with aliens. These are people that
No, just one shit.
they park their truck to load their boat because it's a great place to load your boat into the river. And it has a little pier where people go and fish from, but the little gazebo where the bench lives, I don't think people are gonna. I hope not, man. If I
hope
go
not.
back and it's gone, I'm gonna be sad because this was hard. And this next part, it was really hard to do, but it was inevitable. We had to leave the Unbelievers Bench alone, unsupervised. We had to leave it.
Just like a baby bird, you just got to let it fly
Yep.
or sit.
Here's us having to leave the first Unbelievers Bench.
Oh,
All right, so we're now leaving Lighthouse Park. Our bench is secured. Well, not secured. It's just sitting there. And I put a bunch of flyers of that we made for the show. Left 3 stick and 2 walnuts there. I don't know. Give someone good luck. We're now gonna go to where it actually happened. Ingers, right? I don't know why I can't get that name right. Ingalls.
Like Inglewood.
Inglewood. We're heading to Inglewood now.
No, Angel Shipwood.
Ingalls Shipwood. Ingle, quality shipper of wood for many years. No, we're leaving. Oh man, we left the bench. How long do you think it's gonna last? Because we're gonna go to Ingalls. And we're gonna go to the actual spot where they were. We got a fishing hook here. Oh, not a fishing hook. Well, we definitely have a hook because the hook got me in the hand just now. But we have a fishing pole. So we're gonna go to Ingalls right now and try to go to where the event actually happened, and maybe try to fish, and maybe see if if that bullet head guy will come out, and then we're gonna go back and check on the bench.
Yeah, this is our plan. We have to leave it so we can go try to reenact Calvin Parker and Hickson, not Hickman, their event because we're perfect for this. We have to do this. And I say fishing hook because Mikey did bring a fishing pole, and the first second I touched it, the hook immediately went right in my finger and jabbed me. I started bleeding.
Oh my God, you're just like a beacon for disaster at this point.
You're a true outdoorsman,
rain.
Russ.
I am not. Mikey is so much. Like I said, I get there, I'm hugging this monument, and he's like, "Check it out. There's an otter. There's some shrimp. There's some jellyfish." I'm like, "Who cares?"
Well, you're hugging a monument. Oh my God.
So, but this is us. We're still following that lead from earlier. We're following that lead from Patrick, and we
From
try
that
to
NPC. You know what, Russ?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he. Now that I think about it, he was probably just telling you things to get you away from where he and his family were going to be. He was just throwing you off.
It was just him and a woman, girlfriend, wife,
Yeah, that's a
daughter,
family.
maybe daughter. That's a family.
Sister, wife, daughter.
That's a family.
They're catching
Now
some
we-
weird vibes off of these guys, huh? You couldn't tell if it was his
I'm not
daughter or
implying
his
incest.
sister.
I mean, I just, it's a family, whatever. Anyway, I'm
uncle-
just pretty sure that
an
they didn't
uncle-
want him to run into him anymore.
An uncle, his nephew, and his son. That's a family.
That's a
Now
family.
we try to follow that lead from Patrick, like I said, and we go to the spot where the abduction happened.
All right, we've made it back here to Ingalls Shipyard, but that's all it is back here. It's just giant shipyards, huge parking lots, big old Navy vessels, cranes. There's no way to get anywhere near the water, right?
Yeah, we're kind of like landlocked right here.
Yeah, there's like one little like patch of land that looks like you could get to the water. There's a railroad track there. There's a big barbed wire fence, which I don't think existed in 1973. I don't think a lot of this did. The levee next to us. But no, we can't get to the water. We can't go fish here. I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we have to go find more Jimmy Buffett stuff? No. We'll have to go check back in. But yeah, we've been away from the bench already. Maybe we have to go check if that's all right. We know what happened to the one at the other place. So yeah, we can't get into Ingalls. That's just not happening. I don't know. I don't know how he did it then, but that's it.
Yeah, it's impossible when you're by this Ingalls place. It's impossible to get by the water, and I'm glad you guys brought that up. I thought that guy might have been messing with me because I remember them saying they were across from the shipyard, not at the shipyard. Like they could see it from across. Every recreation I've seen, you can see shipyards across the river from them. So I think he did send me a bit of a red herring.
Yeah, I don't blame him. You kind of gave him more than he was probably that he thought he was signing up for when he started a conversation with you.
Oh, for sure. He didn't start a conversation. I just assaulted him
did.
on his peaceful day.
A very
guess
polite
what?
verbal assault.
But all was not lost, though, because we came across a very interesting spot.
Look, it took some driving, but we actually did make it out here. We're now really are on the banks of the Pascagoula, right across from Ingalls. Maybe this was the spot, man. Just like a weird pavilion thing over here, but man, we are just like in the middle of nowhere now. There's an old broken pier here. This could be the spot. There's a lot of old piers here. Michael, don't. He's making me really nervous. He's standing on the edge of some rotten wood, giant nails in. Don't go on that. No. But this is it. Just a man and his young companion out on the river. Oh, hello there, William. So is this what you imagine the spot looked like that this happened to these dudes? It does to me. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think so.
There's a crab net on the ground right here. Looks like somebody had lunch here earlier from some grocery store. There's a shrimp on a water bottle. But we do have a fishing pole, so it is getting darker. So it might be time to see if we can make this happen for ourselves.
You heard it there. I thought he was going to fall in the river. He was fucking around as soon as we got there. He started climbing out on this like rotten pier. And I was like, dude, we need to recreate this. You cannot fall in the river. That's not part of the story. But I think when I was standing there, I'm like, this looks like the documentaries. This looks like it. You can see the shipyard. We were directly across from that shipyard. There was just nothing near us except giant fences, and it was like all the stuff like do not enter, private property all around us, but there was a little spot. And we stayed here for a little while, and we did try to reenact the night. We started by fishing off of this off-limits pier we found across from Ingalls. And let's hear us trying to reenact it, or at least trying to fish.
So yeah, wait, what'd you just say, Mike?
So they said they were fishing somewhere that they shouldn't have been.
Right.
The scientists